Okay, so guys, this is part of a new series. I don't know how long it'll go for, but this is basically where we talk about a set, and in the discussions, you guys can help me out. Just whatever, even if it's just like a stupid calc for a stupid mon to go against this one. But basically, I get a Smogon set from over here. So here's the normal Smogon stuff. Read through all this. And then they give you these sets. Obviously you make it yourself. Well, not really make it, you can just go to export, which is what I did because I'm lazy. But this is that set. But as you can see here in the notepad, oh yeah, by the way, song is Pokemon Go Title Remix by GlitchxCity. I have it here, like in the first lane. This is exactly the same as this. And then over here we have alterations. So obviously for this you want sticky web, just hard hitting mon. But you can have focus sash and you can survive it. That's one of them. I usually find focus sash is more common than life orb, but you get the point. Focus sash lets you survive a hit, but also rocks can break it. So really either way, Galvantula gets wrecked by priority. So you got to keep that in mind. Thunder Wave down here, just because that's what I used to run. It's very helpful against fast leads. You can Thunder Wave them and then get the sticky webs up, especially if they do not have priority. And oh, by the way, guys, this is for the UU tier, not OU, not Ubers. Even though this can be slightly viable in Ubers, I'm not doing it. This is just strictly for UU. If you go to the choice specs variant, you don't usually run sticky web, but you can. But it's usually better to run either HP Fire, so hidden power is HP, so hidden power fire, hidden power ice, or volt switch for just switch initiative, and then bug buzz, obviously you want to put pack there instead of thunder wave. But with the choice specs variant you can run modest if you want to. However, down here you can see there's a giant drop in speed. It goes from 346 to 315, and it's important to note that when you're at 346, so max speed timid, you will speed tie with Infernape, Cobalion, and Virizion. However, is it Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Ice? Yeah, it's Hidden Power Fire. So if you do run Hidden Power Fire, you will underspeed these 3 mons by 1. If we go over to Serebii.net, top 300 speed mons, you can see 346, 346, 346. There are other ones, however, Terrakion is borderline, I believe. Keldeo OU, and then it drops. So it's pretty tight speed tier, but with Infernape and Cobalion being in there, and as well as Virizion, it can be quite annoying. But if you do decide to go modest to hit very harder, you must note that these are the important ones that outspeed you. There are other ones. If we go down to, what is it, 315... go down to the bottom of 315, 313, 317. So all these will outspeed you, but as you can see, a lot of this stuff is higher than you. Curum, you don't really stay in on Curum anyway. Source Spark, like, it doesn't really matter, they don't usually stay in. It's just stuff like this. Gliscor, OU. But anything that I haven't written down is basically, you don't have to worry about, because they're either going to switch out or you don't stay in on it. Like, there was, I believe there was a Electivire up here somewhere. Yeah, well, there was a Electivire somewhere. But anyway, these are the things that outspeed you if you go modest. You will hit a lot harder though. But the ones that are important to note are Dominitan, Uxie, Drapion, Houndoom, Jinx, Arcanine, Primeape, Haxorus, Hydreigon, Staraptor, Salamence, Flygon, Celebi, Miltank, Typhlosion, Tentacruel, Ninetales, Mega Glalie, Mangshao, Zoroark, and Scyther. It's important. Now I'm going to go through these if you want to go modest, so you don't really have to listen to this if you don't expect to go on modest, so you can skip ahead if you want. But Dominitan, if you find out that it's not scarfed, it is important to note that if you're timid you outspeed it, but if you're modest you do not. Uxie you usually hit with the Bug Buzz, however it can always, I believe it gets Healing Wish and it can hit you pretty hard as well if it's max speed. Uxie. Drapion, usually you want to Volt Switch out of there or Switch out or something. However, Drapian, if they find out that you are modest, they will stay in and just one-shot you. Same with Houndoom, it doesn't have to protect to get the Mega Evolution to outspeed you. Jinx will one-shot you, Arcanine will one-shot you if it's max speed. Primate usually runs Scarf, but if it's not, it's still going to outspeed you. Haxorus can sometimes stay in on Galvantula, especially since it's a Dragon type, and it can sometimes run Focus Sash. So it will find that it will take you out, and its Focus Sash should still be intact, so it won't really have much of a deterioration there. Hydreigon, if they're not running Scarf, they will usually stay in on Galvantula. However, if they find out that they are already faster than you, they're going to stay in anyway. Staraptor's going to one-shot you. Salamence, usually if you have HP Ice, you stay in on that and kill it. You can run HP Ice on the original variant, however, it's not usually viable unless you get rid of Sticky Web, because Bug Buzz is really good. Also note that Bug Buzz can't hit things with soundproof like a Abomasnow. Where are we up to? Salamence. Okay, Flygon. Flygon's very common to run max speed, so you have to look out for that. You don't want to stay in, but you also want to hide the fact that you're modest as much as possible. Serebii, you can one-shot, but they can baton pass out, they can U-turn out, they can do whatever the hell they want, they can get up Stealth Rocks as a suicide lead, whatever. Miltank, you don't usually stay in, but it's always nice to get that bit of Volt Switch chip damage, or go for the Para, or if they have a substitute, you can use Bug Buzz. Typhlosion, they usually Scarf, however, if you find out that they find out that you're modest, once again, they will stay in either way. Tentacruel, I believe, can take a Thunder, so it's going to stay in anyway, but say if you wanted to Volt Switch in then Thunder, that would make sense. However, since you don't outspeed, you want to be careful, because a lot of Tentacruel do run max speed. Ninetales, not as common as Tentacruel, however, they do stay in on bug types quite a lot, considering it is quite specially bulky and it can take that Thunder. Mega Glalie, if they get an early Mega with their Glalie, that is going to be very annoying. I believe Ice Shard should at least do 40 to 60%, that's just off the top of my head, just common knowledge. But I believe so. You guys can do the calcs if you want, put them in the comments. Mangshao, if they're not running Scarf Mangshao, obviously they're going to do that. But just remember, Fake Out is going to do a lot of damage to you, so you usually want to get out of there. Zoroark, if you find out that it is a Zoroark, you usually Bug Buzz it. However, if they do outspeed you, you are in a big problem. It does get access to Sucker Punch either way though, but it also gets Pursuit. So that's where the mind games come in. Zoroark's probably the most annoying thing for Galvantula to handle, because it can check everything that you do. And then there's Scyther. Scyther's not as common in UU, however, it's important to note that if Scyther sets up, it's still going to be quite annoying. So basically what's going to happen is you guys help me out with these sets, you guys give your own suggestions and stuff. Moves, if you guys have any excess moves, put them down. Items, like as I said over here, the most common items are, in UU at least, Life Orb, Focus Sash, Choice Specs. I myself have ran Galvantula in Ubers. It's not crazy good, but you usually want to run Scarf there or Specs, but that's just my opinion. You don't usually use Galvantula in Ubers though, just saying. So your combinations, your experiences, your calculations, whatever. Any stuff that you think is good to know, put it in the comments. Then anyone who's watching this, try and go down into the comments, see if anything has started, state your opinion, whatever. I'm hoping to make this a regular thing. So this is Galvantula UU Life Orb discussion. I think that's it I'm going to do. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to end the video. We are at almost 10 minutes. Thank you guys. I hope you have a good life. This friendly neighborhood nerd StarFox. I'm out.